Hi, I'm Jesse Ahmet, your host of Valley News Now, and I am delighted to have a guest back from North Dakota Today this morning. Melissa Martinson from Salem Music Studio. It's so exciting to have you back, Melissa. Thanks for booking it back to the studio so we could get this look as well.
Yeah, no problem. I'm delighted to do that.
This is awesome. So, what Salem Music Studio focuses on is giving children a strong musical foundation, and you have a number of different classes that you do.
hmm
Your artsy, whimsical, and classical, all in your focus. So, kind of tell me what you guys do. What kind of musics do you explore, or musics? Wow, what kind of music do you explore? And what do you want
Sure.
your kids to walk away with an understanding of?
hmm Yeah, I have different focuses for different ages. I start with the Music Together program, which is an international program. Actually, it's worldwide, and that is for infants to 5-year-olds and with their caregivers. So that could be parents, that could be daycare workers, that could be grandparents, bringing the child. And we do a number of things. We have classroom instruments to play with. We have singing and moving around. There's a little bit of a dance, if you will. And we use the parachute, and we do lots of fun things to engage the child to have basic music competence, which is singing in tune, keeping a steady beat, and then participating and enjoying in music with confidence. And it is pretty amazing to see the progress of this, and 2-year-olds keeping a steady beat. And
Yes.
as some adults can't do that, and so to see a 2-year-old do this is actually quite remarkable to me. So I just started that particular program last year, and it's been a joy to see the families come and to see, the bond that can happen
Yeah.
between the child and the parent. That happens then. I mean, these are memories, that'll be kind of hardwired.
Yes.
So that part I just have really enjoyed.
I love
Um,
that you
and
sent some videos, and I'm going to show them at the end because I have to choose
yeah,
on this platform. I have to choose between you and the video. So I'm going to choose you
okay,
first,
sure.
and then I'll play the videos. But
Okay.
there's such a cute video of you, and she must be two. I mean, tiny. I thought she maybe was even 1.5, keeping beat for extended amount of
Mhm.
time. And like you said, those
Yes.
things are hardwired in now. And man,
Mhm.
there's a lot of adults that wish they would have got that gift as a child.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And that's also the great thing about Music Together is we learn music best from those we love.
Mm.
And so I'm here to facilitate, but the connection is between the parent and the child.
Wow.
And when that happens, music can really grow. And for me personally, that is my story as well, from my mother and my grandfather, and just learning music from those I loved really cemented that in me.
Wow. Well, if you would like to, I would love to hear maybe a little story about that, about your mom or grandpa. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, well, so when I was, I don't know, maybe about 3 or 4, my mom could play the piano, and so she would always play this song called "Spinning Song" on the piano, and she would always call it the crazy music, and so then well, I play it often for my kids too because I just love it. Anyway, she would play it, and then I would just dance around, and that song in particular is one song that I have memorized all the time. And I
Wow.
know it's because it was something I engaged in as a young child, that was very easy for me to memorize, because actually memorizing music isn't always so easy for me personally,
Oh,
but that
interesting.
one, because it was something that was I believe anyways, from a young years, that I
Yeah.
was able to memorize that one a lot easier.
Oh, and I
hmm
love hearing too that with someone you love, learning music with someone you love.
hmm
That's a really kind of incredible, remarkable thing to
hmm
know if you've got a young child, and it's never too late. But
hmm
if you've got a young kid, how cool is that?
Can I share one more story about
Please,
my grandpa?
yes, I love all the
Okay,
stories.
so yeah, my grandpa, he didn't play any instruments, but he loved to sing. And so if I was riding on the tractor with him, I am from a farm, and so if I was riding on the tractor with him, I remember coming over the hill one time, and there was a storm coming in,
Mm.
and so we were singing, "Ain't gonna rain no more, no more, ain't gonna rain no more." How in the heck? And he would have me do it over and over. How
Oh,
in the heck am I wash my neck? So I don't know. It's just
I
kind of
love
fun.
that. I love that. Yeah, you're right. Those things never go away. I used to sing with my dad in the car, just all the time to like oldies. And like, just exactly like you said, when you started saying that memory of your grandpa, those came back for me as well. And yeah, nothing
Yes.
like those memories. Which are really good because then when you go through the teen years, you've got some great memories from when they were young. And speaking of teens, you've got a choir club, 8 to 14-year-olds. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I just started that this past year too, and so a lot of these children have actually been in my program for actually almost all of them have been in my program for since they were about 5, and
Wow.
so they were Children's Music Academy, which I'll talk about in a second. So, anyways, they've grown up in that program, and so I just thought, oh, I think we can extend this a bit
Yeah.
and just do choral stuff. And so in that group, they're used to me and they're used to
Yeah.
doing things on a whim sometimes. And so it's a comfortable setting where we can try something, doesn't work out, try it again.
Yeah.
So it's the rudiments of choral singing, but then we do some dancing and we do some use our rhythm instruments that we've used in Children's Music Academy, and we just have a really fun time. Every time I'm prepping for it, I think, oh, I got to get this. I get, kind of trying to focus, and then when I get there, it is a blast. It just
Oh.
really is a fun time with those kids.
Oh, I love that. Well, I have had the privilege of knowing you for many years, and yeah, music is just in you, and you excel at teaching it to kids. So I'm so glad to see you doing this in your own
Thanks.
studio. But also, I think of a lot of music classes, and music is something that gets cut from school programs at times. So it's so good to know that there's like an alternative way to get your kids into music
Hmm.
if that's happening at your school. So you also teach private piano, voice, flute lessons for nearly 25
Hmm.
years, which I can't believe because you look 27 and a half. So
Sure.
sure, she says.
Yeah.
So yeah, would you like
My
to?
kids don't say that, but
Well, mine neither, but but do you want to share a little bit about that or how people would get in touch with you, or maybe you're full? I don't know.
I would say currently for the private lesson portion, I am full. Yeah, that is something I always have to be kind of on top of because it's a 30-minute lesson, so
Yeah.
it takes a bit of time for one child. But I love it, so I hesitate to say I'm full, but I am full on that part. Um, but who knows? Sometimes
Yeah,
people's
maybe get
lives
on a
change
waiting
and then
list
there's
or
openings.
yeah.
Yes, yeah. There is a waiting list. However, Children's Music Academy does have classes. Can I talk
Okay.
about that
Yes,
for a
please
moment?
do. Yep, I'm going to give you the full camera angle here so we can see
Oh,
everything
sure.
behind you. There we go.
Hmm. Yeah, so Children's Music Academy is a wonderful program. It's been around for about 30 plus years. It started in Denver, Colorado, and I've been working with this program for 13 years. And so I love it every year. I just can't believe how much I just really care about this program. It provides a really strong foundation of theory and ear training. And again, it's focusing on the younger child. So the child starts around 4 to 6 years old, maybe 7, and they start at this age because the ear is most trainable at that young age.
Hmm.
And so we take that time and really work on that. And what happens is then children are able to hear the different pitches, hear the different chords, and be able to identify them, and it's quite remarkable how that happens too. I really love
Yeah.
that part of Children's Music Academy. And then along with that is that they're learning keyboard. They're learning, well, I'll come this way a little bit. They're also learning guitars. That's at the end of the program. And then, of course, we have classroom instruments that we play ensembles with. I guess, and then the children are playing all these keyboards together at the same time. So there's 10 keyboards, and then the parents are with them in the second chair. So the parents are joining this activity
Wow.
as well. And what also was fun about that is some parents didn't have that opportunity for piano,
Right.
and so then they get to learn right along with them. And it's just kind of another bonding experience that the children can have with their parents that they'll remember.
They'll remember, yeah, makes
So.
such a difference. As
Mhm.
you're saying that too, I think of like my dad and some people in his family all play by ear. And I wonder, is that mainly because they were exposed to those things very young? And I don't know,
Oh,
just
absolutely.
interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There is scientific research that does suggest that, or not suggest,
Wow.
has shown that. So,
Wow. And yeah, and along with what you said with those bonds of being taught by someone you love, when that's in the home all the time, that's so cool. Well, I love your
hmm
passion and your love for music. It's fun to see it just comes right out of you. And like I said, you were on North Dakota Today, so make sure everybody you check out that segment as well. That's at valleynewslive.com. You can just click on that North Dakota Today tab or on Facebook. So Melissa, how do we get in touch with you for either private classes or the choir or the children's classes?
yeah. Well, I have a website, SalemMusicStudio.com, and it lists all of the classes in Music Together, Children's Music Academy, the private lessons, choir, and then also if somebody's looking for a job, I
Yeah.
do have space to have another teacher or two.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm looking for that too.
Okay, that's really good to know too. Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm just going to put you on the spot here. What kind of qualifications are you looking for?
Well, it'd be best if they, went to school for music education.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to see it explode in this atmosphere with all the different aspects that music education has.
Yes.
But teaching a teaching education is fine as well. We
Sure.
have the training for Children's Music Academy is. Each lesson is there's a video that goes with it
Oh,
to help
wow.
with the curriculum is here for you, and so
What
yeah,
a
I mean,
perfect
I'd
job.
be open
Yeah.
to other fields as well. So
Okay. Oh, that's so interesting. Well,
mhm.
thank you so much, Melissa. Anything that I forgot to talk about, and then I'm going to probably play a couple of those videos if that's okay with you.
Sure. Oh, can I just say, I really appreciate my families and the
Yes.
kids that I get to see every week, and it's quite encouraging. I feel like I go home and I'm like, wow, that was a good day.
That's
So
awesome. You're
just want to say
living
that.
living your purpose and it shows. And that's what, yeah, if each of us can do that, that's exactly what we're supposed to do, and we will complement each other and make an amazing community. Thank you so much, Melissa. So I am going to let you go so that I can play those videos. And
Sure.
so I'm just going to show some of your videos, and then I think I'm just going to pop on your website. I can show that as well.
Okay,
So
great.
yeah, thank you so much.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Yep.
We'll
Have
see
an
you soon.
awesome day. Thanks again.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Okay, so bear with me while I flip over here to the website. And these videos are just too good not to share, so I'm going to pull them up. You can best laid plans. I had them all ready to go, and then I kind of have to choose one or the other. So now they're not up. All right, but we're going to find them. Here they are. And her website too, SalemMusicStudio.com. All right. Sorry for the delay here. Let's go to all right, SalemMusicStudio.net, actually. I'm going to bring you over there. Here is the website. So she's got Music Together, private lessons, choir club, Salem for Schools, Children's Music Academy, and you can find out, and even like she was just talking about, there's some positions open as well, so employment as well. She has some great videos that I really, really want to share with you. I'm going to see if she's got them on her website. Okay, so I am going to ask you to bear with me one more time. They are too good not to share, so. There we go. Okay, here we've got them for you. So these are the Music Together classes. Just adorable little kiddos. And this Melissa Martinson, she's the lead teacher. Parents and kids getting to enjoy music together. And then their choir club too, that ages 8 to 14. They can participate in that as well. Oh, thank you so much, Melissa, for sharing all of that with us. Just a great, wonderful place to bring your kids to learn about music, get those fundamentals in early. And then I love that also the parents are really involved. And so even with the piano lessons, the parent is right there. And if you're like me, you didn't get to take those lessons when you were young, you can enjoy learning that with your child too. So thank you again. That was Melissa Martinson from the Salem Music Studio. And I'm Jessie Emmett, your host of Valley News Now.